They call me Mad Jack. And if there's anybody in these mountains that knows the real story of James Adams, that'd be me. So I'm putting it down in writing just the way it happened in hopes of setting the record straight. Now, my friend Adams was accused of a crime he didn't commit. So he escaped into the mountains, leaving behind the only life that he ever knew. Now, that wilderness out there ain't no place for a greenhorn, and his chances of surviving were mighty slim. Weren't no time at all, for he was beaten down, ragged, and nearly starved. Long about then, he come upon a grizzly bear cub, all alone and helpless. Now, Adams knew that little critter couldn't survive without his help, so he started right down that cliff, risking his own life to save it. Now, that cub took to Adams right off. And that was when he discovered he had a special kind of way with animals. They just come right up to him like he was a natural part of the wilderness. But that bear cub, he was extra special. As he growed, he became the best friend Adams ever had, and together they became a legend.
There's a world where we don't have to run, and maybe there's a time we'll call our own, living free in harmony and majesty. Take me home, take me home, take me home, take me home.
It started out to be as pretty a day as you'd ever hoped to meet up with. It was the kind of a day you could take pleasure in just being a part of, and I reckon most critters were doing just that, all except Ben. He was having his problems with Adams.
Well, you've really disappointed me this time. I must have told you 50 times, or at least 10, never to touch that fish. And he even ate all the jerky. There must have been 10 pounds of meat there. What made you so dang hungry anyway? Now, there's no sense in acting innocent, Ben. Your claw prints are all over the place. Well, I reckon I'm just gonna have to be sleeping with one eye open from now on. 23 fish, 10 pounds of jerky. What's wrong with you? You're acting like you're going into hibernation. It ain't even that time yet. Good morning, Mary Lou. Hi, Daniel. I got some berry mash for you. It's over yonder by the creek. If old Greedy hasn't already eaten it for dessert. Nothing I like better first thing in the morning than a nice cup of coffee all by itself. Nope. Ain't gonna do you no good to make up to me, Ben. You've done wrong, and that's a fact.
While Ben was having his troubles, old number 7 and me was having the pleasure of escorting this Indian girl by the name of Sumi back to her home in the Crow Village. I tell you, she was one of the washingest girls I ever did see. 4 times in one day, and the sun ain't even above our heads yet.
That's a good feeling. Living in that town so long, I'd forgotten how dusty the trails can be. But again, Mr. Jack, I thank you for escorting me across the mountains home to my father's village.
Don't thank me for that. Pleases me mightily. Your father, the chief, is a good friend of mine. And an old friend. I was just thinking about the last time you and me crossed this creek. I was taking you to the school where I picked you up. You were all eyes and spindly-legged like a newborn fawn. Look at you now, filling out, beautiful, like a new bud blossoming in the spring sun on the southern slope.
Why, thank you, Mr. Jack. It's very pretty. That's almost like a poem.
You keep jawing, we won't get there, and we got a ways to go. All right, number 7. Vacation's over. Let's get moving. Come on. Come on, number 7. That's the way. Now, what are you stopping here for? I swear you're stubborner than a mule. Now, you just take the right foot and you move it forward. Then you move the left one forward. And next thing you know, the whole thing is moving forward.
Come on, number 7. We got a long journey ahead of us. Come on, move out of the stream. Come on, do it for me. Come on.
Come on.
Please. Good boy.
I swear you're the stubbornest thing in the whole world. You listen to everybody in the world but me. Now, get on out of here. There are times when I don't think I can wait another day to get me a number 8.
Mr. Jack? Mr. Jack? I think he's going lame.
Ooh.
He is going lame.
Oh, come on, number 7. Quit your play acting. You want me to carry half your load? All you got to do is ask.
He's not play acting. He's really hurt.
Let me see your foot. That's a boy. Say, that is hurting him. I don't know what's wrong.
What should we do?
Well, Adam's place is just over the ridge there a piece.
Mr. Adams? Does he still have that bear with him?
Yeah. Here, you better carry this.
All right.
If anybody knows how to fix you up, it'll be Adams. Come on, 7.
Come on.
Now, Ben, I don't want you planting your paws on this patch of land, you hear? This corn needs time to grow. I figure by mixing these kernels of Jerusalem and squaw corn, we're going to get a good, strong strain of corn that'll grow when there's frost in the air. Now, that was a right handy book Jack brought me on growing stuff. Ooh.
You, Adam.
Jack. Howdy, Jack.
Adams.
I didn't expect to see you till next month. Something wrong with 7?
Yeah, this went lame, and I can't figure what happened to him. Well, why don't you two quit gawking at each other and say howdy?
Hi.
Howdy, Mr. Adams. I'm Sumi.
Sumi.
She's been in school for 8 years.
Yeah.
I was just on my way taking her back to her father, the chief, when number 7 went lame.
Do you remember when you made this for me? I've kept it all these years.
Growed some, ain't she?
Sumi.
Yes, except now I'm this high.
Sumi. You have grown.
You two can quit carrying on. I'd like to find out what's wrong with number 7.
Here. Well, move over. Let me look at his foot. Easy does it now, 7. Give me that foot. That's a boy. Let's see. He's got something caught in the quick, Jack. It's something shiny. Give me your knife. Easy does it now, 7. There you go. You'll be as good as new.
Oh, look.
Hey! Quit it! Hey, you little... Can't you stay out of trouble? Huh? Ben, I thought I told you to watch him.
That's gold.
You were supposed to be guarding this place. Our garden. It's ruined.
Sumi, look here. This is gold. Purity gold. We're rich.
Just calm down now.
Calm down. Quit fooling with that string and look at this. Now, this is gold. I'm telling you. This is pure D gold. Now, listen. The proof that this is gold, if I can pound that flat without it breaking, that's the test, ain't it?
Yeah?
Well, you'll see.
Jack's so excited, I sure hope he doesn't start smashing his fingers. You sure speak English good.
Why, thank you, Mr. Adams. I was taught very well at the missionary school. Now, you see, I'm the teacher, so I'm on my way home to teach the children in our tribe. Oh, look.
Flatter than a pancake. Look at there. She pounded flatter than a pancake. I'm telling you, that river must be a whole flowing gold mine. Number 7 must have picked this up when he was walking through the stream. I'm telling you, we're going to be rich. I'm going down there, and I'm going to stake myself a claim, and then I'm going to travel, maybe. Go to San Francisco or Paris, France, and eat steaks. Big steaks. Live in the finest hotels, and I'm going to have steaks that thick. Or that thick, and they're going to be smothered over with steaks
Jack,
that thick.
One nugget in the stream, that don't make a gold mine.
I'm telling you, that whole river is flowing with gold, and I'm going to prove it to you. I'll prove it to you, and I'm going to prove it to everybody else. I'm going to go down there, and I'm going to pan myself some gold, and you watch. I'll come back here with enough gold to fill 100 sets of store-bought teeth.
Why were you so discouraging to Mr. Jack? Don't you want him to find gold?
You don't understand. If Jack files that claim, that's an invitation for hundreds of people to come up here. They're going to start digging up the mountain. I've seen what gold can do to people.
But I love seeing Mr. Jack so happy. He's not a young man. And the gold would make life easier.
Maybe so. But Jack's always had a happy twinkle in his eye. Now that twinkle's gone. It's covered up with greed. And it's not nice to look at. Let's say our prayers, Ben. We thank thee, Lord, for thy bounty for which thou hast provided.
Amen.
Okay, son. Just take your time and eat it too fast.
Mr. Adams. Are you thinking of Mr. Jack or yourself?
I don't know. Both, I reckon. But we're John on a worthless note. There ain't no gold in that stream. And right soon, Jack's gonna be back to his ornery old self.
Are you all right, Mr. Jack?
Yeah. I'm just fine. Just fine.
You know that old saying, Jack. All that glitters ain't gold.
Right you are, Adams. Right as rain. Of course, a lot that does glitter is gold. Look at that!
Yes, sir, number 7. We're gonna be rich. We're gonna live like kings. No more hardtack and jerky for us. No, sir. Look at that. We're gonna be eating off of heavy plates with heavy spoons and be waited on by proper waiters. No, we're not. We're gonna be waited on by proper barmaids. And if there's something we don't like, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to send it right back to the kitchen. I once saw a fancy fellow do that. A whole plate full of good food. Send it right back to the kitchen. And we're not going to bend over no more. We're going to hire somebody to do that for us. Now, don't be giving me none of your sass. I'll just trade you in for another burro. I'll be getting me number 8. How'd you like that? I got cramp. Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't be doing that. You're the one that found the gold. It's half yours right now. It's a good thing I sewed up the hole in that sock. You know what we're going to do? We're just going to get ourselves a new pair of socks. Yes, sir. And after this, every time we wear a hole in one, we're going out and buy us a new pair. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. Let's go.
Come on, shake your leg. Get moving. I always want to remember this place. Did you ever see such a beautiful golden stream in your life?
Isn't that beautiful?
Yes. Living in town for so long, I'd forgotten how beautiful this land is. The mountains and the valleys and this.
I know just how you feel. I'm really gonna hate to leave myself.
But why do you have to?
There ain't no other way. Once Jack stakes that claim, these mountains are gonna be like anthills. Well, Sumi, I guess you're excited to get back and see your father.
Oh, I am. But Mr. Jack said one more day and he'll have enough gold to stake his claim and have a rip snorting time in town.
Well, I could take you back if you'd like.
Oh, no. One more day won't matter. I'll wait for Mr. Jack.
Ben? Ben, where are you?
I knew that'd happen.
Oh, look.
Ben?
Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben.
If you weren't so much bigger than me, I'd tell you, you and me'd be tangling right now. This is our little garden. I ask you to protect it.
Yes.
And I haven't forgot about what you did to the jerky and that hanging fish. I'll tell you, this corner's gonna have to be stronger than a team oxen to get through this ground. The way these animals have been stomping around on it, pound that thing in hard. Nakoma, it's good to see you, my blood brother. You remember Nakoma, Sumi?
Sumi.
It's been a long time, Nicole. eventually be Wishik. Oh, I forgot. Braves don't serve women.
Adam, Sumi, I'm back. We're rich. Looky what I got. Just look at that.
Jack found himself some nuggets in the stream down there at the bottom of Stone Canyon. Says he's going to stake himself a claim.
Hello, Tacoma. Did Adams tell you the good news? I found gold. Well, number 7 found it, but we're partners. Adams don't just stand there. You're looking at a man that could eat a stack of flapjacks as tall as that chimney there. I tell you, Sumi, this panning for gold is a lot harder than it appears to be. Just rub my back a little bit there, will you? And when you get that done, would you fix me a cup of coffee? Ooh, that feels good.
You're really starting to sound like a man of means, Jack. How many servants did you say you were going to hire?
Servants?
Hey, what you doing?
Getting you a cup of coffee.
Well, you expect me to lap it up off on the ground there?
No, I'm getting some water to make fresh coffee. The other was so old you couldn't even pour it.
Well, that's the way I like it. Yes, sirree. After a fella gets along in years, after a life of hardship and hard work, he needs a little ease and comfort. And a little money to grease the knotholes doesn't hurt a bit. Adams, can't you just see me and old number 7 walking down one of them fancy New Orleans streets?
Sumi says you'll be leaving soon, Jack.
You know, Adams, I've been thinking about that. And I've been wrong, dead wrong, talking about all the money I'm going to spend and all the places that me and old number 7 are going to go. That ain't right. I've been dead wrong.
I'm so glad, Jack, you finally came to your senses.
No, sir. I'm not going to file on that claim. We're going to file on it. Yes, sir. I'm going to split it 50-50 with you, half and half, right down the middle. Now, how you feel about that?
When are you going to file on it?
Oh, a day or so.
Well, that's when I'm going to be leaving.
Good. You're going to come with me, huh?
No. I'm going to be headed the other way. Forever.
When the sun started peeking over the hill the next morning, Sumi was the first one up and ready to go. She tried to be real quiet because she figured Adams and me were still sleeping, but I heard her anyway. That's because mountain men have a special ability to hear in their sleep. Got to, if you want to keep alive in the wilderness. I could have told her without looking what that sound was. Weren't that hard to figure. Had to be Tacoma up there making all that racket. It sure is funny, all the foolish, crazy things a man will do when he knows there's a woman watching him, even when he just thinks she's still watching him. Women have a way of turning a man's brain into cornmeal mush.
Well, sir, one time I knew this greedy beekeeper, and he was trying to figure out a way to keep his bees working night and day. And you know what he did? He took his bees and he crossed them with lightning bugs. And them lightning bees would keep that hive lit night and day, and those bees would just keep making honey.
That's a funny story, Mr.
That's
Jack.
true.
I never knew an Indian to walk into a tree before.
Reckon you and me ought to be packing too, Ben. I sure hope we can find a mountain as pretty as this one.
I can't understand you, Adams. Got something against being rich?
Not with gold. Can't do nothing except spend it. Jack, what we got here. There's no sense talking to you.
No. No use. No use at all. No use trying to pound some sense into a greenhorn.
Well, me and number 7's got some more panning to do. Get up on that river.
Goodbye, Mr. Jack.
Yeah, but, well, come on, number 7. There's plenty more waiting for us. Let's go.
Well, there you go. Almost as good as new. I hope you can forgive old Ben for smashing your den like you did. He ain't been acting like himself lately.
She looks happier now.
He's not quite sure. He's going to get his mate.
Mr. Jack isn't very happy with you for not letting him enjoy his gold.
Well, I'm not real happy with him either.
Aren't you being a little selfish, Mr. Adams? Look at it from his point of view. He's lived a long and hard life, and all that gold would make life more comfortable for him in his old age. And you and the other people have depended on him to bring supplies in from town. He has a right to think of himself now. Do you think it's right for one person to tell another person how to live?
You're right. Jack's been a good friend of me. And if he thinks that gold's going to make him happy, then he ought to have it. It's not right for me pushing my wants off onto him.
Adam! Adam! Adam!
Ben, I tore that beaver dam down again.
How do you know it was Ben?
It had to be. Ben's sure been acting ornery lately. I don't know what's got into him. First Jack and now Ben. I tell you, this ain't one of my happiest days.
Hold up! Number 7 decided we'd done enough work for one day. Well, he looked like he'd been stung by a hornet and a wasp and a bee, all in the same spot. Now, you still fuming at me?
Oh, it ain't you. It's Ben. He just went and tore that beaver dam down.
Ben? Tore a beaver dam? When?
It had to be a few minutes ago by the looks of it. Ben!
Now, just rein in your horses there, Adams. How do you know it was Ben?
I saw the bear marks myself.
Well, did you ever stop to think there might be more than one bear in these mountains? Now, it couldn't have been Ben, because Ben was with number 7 and me, panning gold, all morning.
He was?
Sure.
Then it wasn't Ben. I gotta tell him. Ben! Ben, come on, I gotta talk to you. Ben! Come on now, slow down. Ben, Jack told me you didn't do it.
Now, Adams had been plumb wrong about Ben. Another big bear had been making trouble all up and down the river, wrecking whatever was in his path. So Ben went out there and Well, you just kind of let him know, Grizzly style, that you gotta show respect for other people's property. Didn't take that other bear too long to get the ID either.
Here, I'll do that.
Thank you, Sumi. These old feet don't take kindly to wearing moccasins with no socks. Would you look at that? Looks like I'm still wearing a sock.
Here, I'll rub them for a while and they'll feel better in no time.
Oh, that feels good. That feels good.
Now, don't you fret, Nakoma. These old feet will be ready for stomping and a square dancing any minute. Wash my feet.
I can see you washing your feet. Came to tell you I was wrong.
Oh, wrong about what?
Well, I just apologized to Ben, and now I want to apologize to you. You found that gold, and it's only fitting you do with it what you please. And ain't my place to say no different.
Adams, I knew you'd come around sooner or later.
Yeah, it's only fitting an old man like you have a softer way of life. I've been noticing every time you come to visit me and Ben, trying to sneak over that hill. Sound like an old steam engine, huffing and a puffing. Old man like you ought to consider buying himself a horse. These mountains get higher and valleys get lower with each passing year. It's for sure you've seen a lot of passing years, ain't you, old man?
Oh, man. Can't breathe. Can't walk. You listen to me. I tell you, I could breathe. Look at that. And I can walk. I can walk from here to Paris, France, if I've a mind to. And run. You know all them deers you're loving and kissing all the time, I can outrun them. That goes for your wolves, your coyotes. I've caught wild stallions, barehanded. Why, what I mean, I can run fast. And if anybody was watching me run and blink, they'd miss me altogether. I'm just one great big white when I go by.
Well, now, just simmer down, Jack. Just hold it down.
Don't you simmer me down. You say I can't run, I'll challenge you to a race. I'll race you anywhere for money, marbles, or chalk. That is, if you don't mind eating the dust that I'm going to kick up in back of me.
Mr. Jack, you're not an old man. You're a young man, and you're strong, and you can walk just as far and just as fast as anybody else.
Now you just stay out of this. I'm cutting this greenhorn down to size here.
Ilya, bodily walk. Old man.
What'd he say?
Oh, he's just challenging you to a race.
You want to race me? All right, I'll race you, you young cub coyote, you. I'll run your moccasins off you. Just make a mark. Make a mark. I'll run you from here to yonder. I'll run you till you're walking on stumps. I'll run you for money, marbles, or chalk. Just tell me where you want to run, and I'll run with you. You ready?
Nakoma? You just tell him you were joking. Well, Nakoma, come on and tell him.
I hope Mr. Adams can stop them.
Jack, I want you to act like you got some good sense. I want you to forget this whole crazy race with Nakoma. Look at him. He's younger, he's stronger than you are. I want you to shake hands with him and forget the whole business.
You just save your breath, James Adams.
You want to feel pity for somebody? Feel it for that Indian there.
Me, I'm ready to race.
You want to forget it, Nakoma?
Are they going on with this?
Those two are more stubborn than a couple mountain lions chewing on the same bone.
All right, Adams. Let's get this race started before this strong young Indian faints dead away.
Are you sure you two polecats won't change your mind? It's gonna be a long race. You think you can hold up? All right, this is how it's gonna go. This is the start line right here. Take off from here and you run straight up through the forest, up around that solitary oak. Go around that solitary oak, back down across the stream. Go around that big boulder. As you come around that big boulder, you work your way right down to the forest again, towards the finish line. You sure you don't want to change your mind?
No way. Let's just get this thing started.
You ready? Go! Come on, Ben. Hurry up, Ben. You don't want to miss this. It's gonna be good.
Why is Nakoma challenging Mr. Jack?
I'm afraid that's your doing, Sumi.
My doing?
Well, Nakoma's jealous.
Nakoma's jealous? What is Nakoma jealous of?
Well, you've been cozying up to Jack, hanging onto his arm, taking care of him like you have.
You mean Nakoma thought I was in love with Mr. Jack?
Mad Jack took the challenge, a race he has to run. Who will be the best man when the race is won? He's running like a rabbit, he's graceful as a deer. The way he's gliding through the trees, he'll set a record here.
Come on, Ben.
Don't give up now, Jack, the race has just begun. Don't have time to take a rest, the race is almost won. Nakoma's way out front and he doesn't have a care. Don't think he's heard the story of the tortoise and the hare.
Nakoma? You all right? Here, let me have a look. Well, lucky for you, you hit yourself in the same spot. You'll have one lump instead of two. You'll be all right.
Mr. Jack!
You got to the finish, you made it all the way. It must be you who won the prize, and you
Sumi, I think Nakoma needs your help more than Jack.
Come on. I'll help you up, old-timer.
Come on, Jack. Sit over here a spell. You deserve it.
Is it over?
Yeah, it's all over.
That win?
You did good.
May not be as young as I thought I was, but I ain't as old as you thought, neither.
You're never gonna be old, Jack. You know that. Take a look over there. You want to hear something funny? Nakoma's jealous of you.
Nakoma? Jealous of me?
Yeah?
What for?
He thinks Sumi's in love with you. And ain't that the stupidest thing you ever heard?
He thought that Sumi was in love. He thought that
There you go, baby boy. There you go. Now, I don't want you to fret none, Ben. We're going to plant us a new garden in a new spot. I read something about growing potatoes that are as big as melons.
Mr. Adams!
Ready to go, Sumi? I reckon Jack will be pleased and Nakoma's taking you back. Now he can file his gold claim a lot quicker.
There's something Nakoma and I have to tell you before we go back to the village. There isn't any more gold in the stream.
No gold?
No. Nakoma went down to get some more nuggets so Jack would have a full stock of gold, and there aren't any more. I think we ought to tell him.
Tell me what?
I was just going to tell you that Nakoma's going to take Sumi back to her people.
Oh, I knew that, and I'm obliged to you. Sumi, this is for you. Well, it ain't exactly for you. It's for them kids you're going to be teaching. And there might be enough there to build a schoolhouse.
Oh, Mr. Jack, thank you.
What's a little sack of gold to a rich man like you?
Oh, riches ain't for me. Nah, these old bones is too hard for soft beds, and my teeth are more suited to flapjacks than they are to tough steaks. Well, we can be traveling together as far as the fork. I got to get up to the settlement and get some supplies for these mountain folks. And for the greenhorn here. You know, he'd starve to death if it weren't for me. And, Sumi, next time I see you, I want the sock back. Come on, number 7.
Sumi, I want you to give my best to your father.
Thank you, I will.
Okay.
Ben, goodbye. Goodbye, Mr. Adams.
Goodbye, Sumi. Bye, my brother. Bye. Well, let's go down to the cabin. I'll fix us something to eat. I want to apologize again to you, Ben, for not trusting you. I should have known better. And I should have known better about Jack, too. That was pretty small of me to be so ornery with him. But sometimes friends just don't always act the way you want them to act. But if they're good friends, I mean real good friends, you give them a chance and a little leeway and everything seems to work out all right.
Deep inside the forest is a door into another land. Here is our life and home. We are staying here forever in the beauty of this place all alone. We keep on hoping maybe there's a world where we don't have to run, and maybe there's a time we'll call our own, living free in harmony and majesty. Take me home, me home.